Hi everybody, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1987. This is my review for a day. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well my friends, it's that time again for another top 5 list that nobody has never done before. And this top 5 list is going to be the most different one of all. So from my next top 5 list is the top 5 most smartest Liam Neeson characters of all time. And to let you know, as ladies and dudes, I am such a big fan of Liam Neeson. I still am, even to this day. But my main problem right now is that brand new movie of his called Third Person. If you guys do or do not remember about what I told you about what the story is all about in my Unknown Questions for Movies, if you don't remember, I'll tell you this again. It's a story about this dude named Michael who is a novelist who likes to type down something in his laptop. He hadn't been home for quite a while because he just left his wife for unknown reason. He just visited Paris for a little while to visit this woman who is half his age, and he had an affair with this woman. And if you guys remember that Too Much Information clip, that unknown question I told you about, you're not going to believe it. If you know what I mean. So beware of that Too Much Information clip where Michael is talking to this Anna lady about the part where she just stole one of his robes by accident, and then that's where the too much information began. But it's hard to explain. You gotta check out that clip for yourself. It is on YouTube right now. And this is one of the things I'm kind of uncomfortable with for Liam Neeson's character. I really don't want to see Liam Neeson playing a middle-aged man who had an affair with this young woman for some unknown reason and to do you know what. This is not my cup of tea at all. And I'll be too scared if Liam Neeson is not going to play a really smart character in the movie. Even if he made a difficult choice at the end. So I do have a 50% feeling if I want to see this movie of Third Person or not. But that'll come soon in the future. But anyway, ladies and dudes, I'd rather go back to the old Liam Neeson I once knew and loved. The Liam Neesons that I care about the most, when he did action roles, father figure roles, a guy who knows what he's doing, trying to do the rightful thing and all that stuff. And this is why I really, really want to do this list. I'm looking for these Liam Neeson characters who are truly the most smartest ones of all. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 5 most smartest Liam Neeson characters of all time. Plus, I do have an honorable mention. For my honorable mention for this list is John from The Grey. And I'm sorry I did not put this guy on this list. But the good thing I love about this guy is he did leave his men, who were the only ones left who survived in that plane crash, going on a rough and tough journey in the harsh cold winter to try to save themselves from the evil pack of wolves before the evil pack of wolves will hunt them down and take them down to the count. And another thing I love about this character is he is really thinking about his wife at all costs, without going on affairs and cheating on his wife, if you know what I mean. So yeah, John deserves to be an honorable mention. And let's head on to the list. Number 5 goes to Bill Marks from Non-Stop. I freaking love Bill Marks. He is one of the coolest guys around, and I'm very proud of myself to add this guy on my top 10 best Liam Neeson roles of all time. And I guess you know why. Why is he pretty darn low in my list? Why at number 5? Well, one of the most dumbest things that Bill Marks did in this movie is he smoked cigarettes in the bathroom, and that's not a cool thing at all. You're not allowed to smoke in the bathroom while, going on this plane flight and all that stuff, if you know what I mean. But as for all the smartest things that he did in this movie is trying to find this guy who threatened him about text messaging him about threaten somebody in the next 20 minutes if Bill Marks won't give that guy the $50 million that he wanted. Bill Marks trying to warn everybody in the plane that there is a threat on the loose, and his background story was so darn sad. And my most favorite part about this movie is I really love the part where Bill Marks had a strong connection with that little girl who was so scared and lonely and all that stuff, and Bill Marks will always be there to comfort her when there's danger ahead. And don't get me wrong, I think there was a love triangle going on in this movie. There was a part where Bill Marks cares about Jan and Nancy, but it wasn't really, really close as a love triangle. Just as close, but you already know who Bill Marks chose at the end of the movie. So anyway, Bill Marks deserves to be at number 5. Number 4 goes to Michael Collins from Michael Collins. Now here's one of the most smartest Liam Neeson characters that Liam Neeson have ever played. And this is one of his best roles that he did in the early 90s. Playing a really cool Irish dude who's trying to risk his life to save his home country from the wrath of these evil British dudes who rule over their country for way too long. And Michael Collins will do everything that he can to get those evil British people out of Northern Ireland for as long as he can. And this guy had truly nailed his storyline pretty darn well. And this is Liam Neeson's most famous hero, so I gotta put this guy on this list. He cares about his men, he cares about fighting for his home country, learn what true Irish freedom is all about. He cares about his true love, Kitty, and all that stuff. And I'm sorry that his best friend Henry had died around the near end of the film, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Michael Collins, he deserves to be at number 4. Number 3 goes to Jean Bonhomme from the 1998 version of the Les Miserables. I freaking love Liam Neeson as Jean Bonhomme. He is one of the most coolest Jean Bonhomme dudes I have ever seen so far. If you guys remember my top 5 best Jean Bonhomme dudes of all time. And this is why Jean Bonhomme deserves to be a little bit higher on my list, because Jean Bonhomme did a lot of smart things in this movie and also in the book. Like, he ripped off that stupid yellow paper for good for calling that parole, whatever you call it. He took care of Fontina at all costs while she's very, very sick. He's going to do the best he can to protect Cosette from harm. And also, he saved Marius's life from dying. But one of my most greatest parts I love about Liam Neeson and Jean Bonhomme is he turned out to be a bad A-word character for what he did to Chavez. Twice. But my most favorite moment that Liam Neeson and Jean Bonhomme did to Chavez is when he banged his head twice in a wall, and that was the most awesome thing I ever seen in this movie. And also, Les Miserables has one of the best plot twist movies of all time, period. So yep, Jean Bonhomme deserves to be at number 3. Number 2 is another character that I don't have in my list, but to tell you the truth is, I decided to put this guy on this list even if I don't have a picture of him. So anyway, for number 2 goes to Daniel from Love Actually. I freaking love Daniel. He is such a really cool character and one of the most cutest characters that Liam Neeson have ever played in his career. I mean, this guy had a really good storyline. He had a great personality, great attitude. He's such a pure-hearted man. And he is a very beloved, caring stepfather who really does love his stepson very much. And Daniel will do anything for his stepson to grant his Christmas wish of falling in love with a girl that he knew from school. And tell you the truth is, out of all the Love Actually storylines that came from each of the single characters I see in this movie, a few of them are good, a few of them are okay, and a few of them are bad. I will say that Daniel and Sam's storyline was definitely the all-time best. I will say Daniel and Sam's story was very well told. And I really love the relationship between a stepfather and a stepson. And I'm glad that Daniel guy did do the rightful thing of helping out his stepson to get what he had truly wanted for Christmas. And I gotta see that storyline again if I watch Love Actually again. All I can say, it was an okay movie. But that storyline was the all-time best. So I chose Daniel at the number 2 spot. And finally, my number 1 most favorite and the most smartest Liam Neeson character of all time will always be Brian Mills from the Taken saga. I will say Brian Mills is definitely one of the best, smartest characters I have ever seen in my life in movie history. Now, this is something that I will always remember that Liam Neeson played the most, I guess. I mean, Brian Mills will always be my man. He has a good storyline. He has a great personality, great attitude. He's such a bad-word character. And there's a lot of positive things I love about this guy without finding one single flaw in this character. I mean, he cares about his family a lot. He knows about what life is all about before his family does, I guess. He knows his particular set of skills pretty darn well. He cares about Lenore. He will never do anything to cheat on Lenore or having an affair with somebody else. He does have a heart for Lenore, and he will do anything to bring, their relationship back where it truly belongs. He cares about Kim Allah. All he cares about is spending time with her and try to get to know her as a daughter, just like he always wanted in his life. I mean, there's a lot of positive things I love about this character. And I can't wait to see Taken 3. I hope Taken 3 will be the most epic movie of all time, period. So please, Liam Neeson, please continue on working with Taken 3 and make it the most epic one of all for the Taken saga. I wish I could say more about this guy, but Brian Mills deserves to be the number 1 most coolest and one of the most smartest Liam Neeson characters of all time, period. And there you go, ladies and dudes. That is my top 5 most smartest Liam Neeson characters of all time. I hope you enjoyed this list. And tell me, who is your most smartest favorite Liam Neeson character of all time? From an action hero to a father figure, or whatever Liam Neeson character that you cared about the most for all these years. Well, whoever they are, just leave a comment there and let me know. And as for the movie The Third Person, there's only a 25.5 chance of what you want to think about this movie. Do you want to see it for real, or do you have a 50-50 feeling about like I do? Or you don't care about that movie at all? Whichever your opinions are, leave a comment there, let me know. And join me next time for my next 3 videos to come. I will do my top 5 most regretting anime characters of all time, my movie review of Batman Begins, and most of all, I'm going to do a special video with my best friend Rama Attendo. So be prepared for my new videos to come, and I will see you all later. Sayonara.